So, hola, vibing in the pool, baby. Hola. Anyways, y'all see the hat. Y'all see the cowgirl hat with it. Y'all get the vibe. I wanted to talk a little bit about if you have a fashion brand, wherever you go, you better be wearing it, boo. All right? Whenever I go to the beach, it don't matter if I'm going out of state. It don't matter if I'm going to the club. It don't matter if I'm walking around campus. Shouts out to UNCG, baby. I'm a Spartan. UNCG 22. Anywhere, boo. I'm wearing my brand. You got to be bougie. If you're not, then you're doing something wrong. If you're going to wear like everybody else's stuff, that's cool and all, but I don't need to wear anybody else's brand. I'm supposed to have a Hippie Key luxury purse, boo. That's where I'm messing up. I need to have a Hippie Key trucker hat. Period. Yeah, I'm really loving the look, guys. Yay. If you are a designer, you need to be wearing your brand. Or stylist. Show how you style your clothes. Be proactive, because if you're not proactive, then what's the point of you doing all this stuff? At the point in our lives that, one, we're diving into our careers and we're diving into our big business endeavors. If you're not, one, being proactive about it and you're not wearing your brand, then no one's taking you seriously.
No one's going to take you seriously.
Yeah, I got on Gucci. I got on all this other crap that nobody really cares about. Then who's really going to really take you seriously as a young entrepreneur who's out here trying to put their design out there, especially as a young Black entrepreneur? Period. There's no room for error. You need to be wearing your brand everywhere you go. But I'm just saying, like, put your brand out there. You can get a follower just off of walking down South Beach. I'm just going to the thrift store and I'm wearing my shirt. It's connections. Those connections tie into certain things, and if you communicate a certain way, you get what you want. Nobody cares that you're low-key. No one's gonna show low-key anything. Low-key don't get no love. Low-key gets nothing. You gotta be high-key about your dreams. You gotta be high-key about your work. If you're not, nobody's gonna see it. If you don't show nobody anything, there's been times where I will post for Hippie Key, and I'll be very consistent for like 3 weeks, and I'm getting clientele. And then if I don't post for 3 weeks, I ain't get no clientele. I get clientele off of word of mouth. I may get 1 or 2. But if I do it consistently, I can get maybe 10 to 15 people of custom orders within those 3 weeks versus me doing it and not being consistent. I mean, it's my fault I'm not consistent. I'm just saying, you can see how the little things of just wearing something can really change how your business can be navigated. You never know, you might meet somebody. I'm going for the celebrities, I'm going for rappers, I'm going for R&B artists, I'm going for rock and roll, I'm going for everybody. I'm here for all the money. I'm here for it all. I'm here for whatever, I'm down for whatever. You cannot be afraid of any of that. These puppies, Lord. You can't be afraid of any of that. You sit around here and you can ponder. Pondering will lead to no money. Pondering will lead to you not being seen. And pondering will lead to you being boring. And we don't like boring. We like live, honey. We want fierce. We want period. In order to get to that point, you gotta sell yourself like that. Even there's been times where I've been very low-key. Girl, they are biting me, honey. So I've been low-key about certain things and I don't win. You know what I'm saying? I don't sell anything. And it could just be a bad day. I'm not in a talkative mood. But it can ruin. You got to make sure that when you are a fashion designer, costume designer, editorial, stylist, background, whoever you want to be, you got to be able to make sure when you have to have the personality for it. Now I have the personality for it, most definitely, but I can find myself in days that my emotions can mess me up. You got to switch into the mode of, yes, business. This is business. This is business. Sell yourself 24/7. All day, every day. Hippie Key, Hippie Key, Hippie Key. You're going to see it all the time. You see it right there. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming for you. Put yourself out there. Don't be out here not wearing your brand. You should be wearing your brand 24/7. You should be talking about your brand 24/7. You wake up in the morning, you put 2 to 3 hours into your brand. You ain't got to put your whole life into it. We know what real life is about. We know we got to pay bills. We know we can't do it 100% of the time right now. We know we're just doing something right now to hustle, to get to the side hustle, to make the side hustle the main hustle. We know that. But you got to set time aside, 2 to 3 hours, even when your eyes is almost, when you can't sleep, because we want to sleep when we die. This is your plan A. You got to make sure your plan A is in the stars. You got to make sure your plan A is in the light. Don't sit here and wait around because no one's coming to save you. No one's going to be like, oh my God, I'm here for your plan. I'm here to invest in you. Maybe that sounds amazing. It's a lot of amazing. But at the same time, you got to make sure you put the work in. It's for the people who already got their passion, and we are not necessarily playing the waiting game, because it's not about what you know, it's about who you know and who you might get in front of, and the opportunity cost. So it's just about keep it going. I know that right now I want to make sure I'm promoting my page. Yeah, they done bit me up, girl. I've been out here for 2 seconds, and you telling me they bite me up like this? I don't like that. Yeah. Keep it moving. Summer is not up yet, so if you are, it's hot outside, it's beautiful. Take some pictures, do some photo shoots, do some editorials, build a mood board. This is what I do. I look at people that already made it, and then I follow their path to success. I don't follow, everybody has their path to success. Whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. No, I'm following exactly who I know. The top 3 people that I look up to is 1, Vivienne Westwood, Bob Mackie, and Dapper Dan. These are the 3 designers that I look up to and I've actually read up on, and where their life started and where they were. Especially Bob Mackie. I'm very big into costume design. Him being behind stage and working behind Broadway, being a costume designer back in the day, is the most inspirational thing. I want to be behind the scenes, sewing something up for somebody. I don't care. I want to be there. I want to be there. So I read up on these people, and I looked at their path to success. Of course, they had their shortfalls as well as I have. But sometimes people don't get things popping until they're 30, 40 years old, boo. But at the same time, that is their path to success. So if you take and you learn from their shortfalls, and you take their wisdom, and you follow their path to success, it might work out for you, because obviously if it worked out for them, it could work out for you as well. But competition is much more sophisticated now. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of people who want to be in the fashion industry. I remember being in such a small town like North Carolina, being in such a small state like North Carolina, it kind of makes it a little bit easier to maneuver and socialize, because there's not that many people like us who are into that vibe. If you're doing it right now, then you need to be proud of yourself. But there is a time and place where you might have to go to grow, and that's where the journey also kind of may shift. And that's just a talk. This is what I do, and this is what I know. So I like to tell my homies and my friends and my homegirls, all them people, tell people how I maneuver through life. This is what I do. I read up on my favorite designers and where they are in life and how they got there. I wear my brand everywhere, period. What else? Talk about my brand. I'm always about my business. Always. Some people may feel some type of way about that. But if you know what you want, it can kind of shift things and make things a little difficult for people who don't know what they want. But for me, I know exactly what I want. So I talk about it. It can be anything, but you better have your name on it. That's all I can say. I love you guys. And I try to keep it a stack for you. Goodbye.